the intro music not that important. I was like, what? Hey, 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 hey. Come on. Thanks, Dave. Hey.
Whenever you're ready, let me know. I'll cut the mics in and then we'll fade it out.
Okay, whenever.
Okay.
Woo! Hey, it's a party.
It's always a party with you, Tanya.
Yes, it is.
What's up? What's up? What's
What
up,
up,
Detroit?
though,
Welcome
y'all?
to show 2 of the TriadZone
The
podcast.
TriadZone podcast.
It is me, and I'm here with Tanya, Terrible T.
Hey, y'all. We missing our third leg. What's
We
going on?
are missing the third leg, so we're on a
Hey.
little limp today. You know, we
Yeah.
don't walk well with 2 legs. We walk
Yeah.
well with 3 legs. So
Yeah.
we are limping today, but we want to shout out Mr. Clean.
Yes,
Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean. Woo, woo.
He's a little delayed today, but we want to shout him out.
Yes.
Get that car fixed, sir. Get that car
Yes.
fixed so you can join us as soon as possible, or join us next week if you can't today.
Get it together. Might be mine. Let me make sure.
Because mine is off.
So you hear feedback.
Yeah, I'm hearing an echo.
Aw.
Oh, it's me.
It is not me at fault.
I'll be damned.
Let me put it out up in there.
I'll be damned.
It is not your girl. He was
It
just
is
looking
your
at me
boy.
like, it's her.
It's
her.
got to be Tanya,
It's
because I
gotta
know
be
it's
her.
not me. I'm on my stuff. But
I'm
it
trying
was
to
me,
tell
so
ya,
I apologize.
it ain't even me.
No, I apologize about that.
That's
But
all right.
like we said, welcome and thank you for tuning in again. This is
Hey,
the
everybody.
second episode of the TriadZone.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
are
yeah.
live
Yes,
from Detroit Podcast inside the shipping company
that's right.
on Peterborough in Detroit, and we're here with Dave and Terrible T, and I'm Critical J.
What's up?
How's everybody today?
Hey, I hope you're doing good, y'all. You know, with some good weather today. We had some great weather today.
We've had a beautiful stretch of weather this past week.
Yes.
You know, it's looking a little bit more like what is that? The
Autumn.
Indian summer.
Indian summer.
Indian summer.
And don't forget, my birthday is tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
So I
October
gotta put
11th.
that. Hey, Dave.
Shout out to Ed. His birthday is today, October 10th.
Shout out to him. You just put my balloon and just blew it. See, here we
No,
go
I
again.
didn't want to forget Tanya. It is always
Okay.
about you.
It is not.
So again, tomorrow is Tanya's birthday. So
Oh,
happy birthday, Tanya.
you better give me that bell. Here we gonna go with this again.
Thank you for
thank
tuning
you.
in, though.
Yes, y'all.
So what's how was your week?
My week was fast.
Okay.
I'm sure everybody's week, was fast. My week zoomed by so fast. It's almost hard for me to believe it's Saturday. I'm looking like
Right.
Thursday.
When Monday came, I said, is Friday ever going to get here? Then Friday came, and now Saturday.
Oh, dude,
That's
it's quarantine.
Yeah.
That's how I refer to it. Like time has no meaning anymore.
Right, right.
No.
It's like Moens de Blur.
Right.
The 87th of Jan February Mark. Yeah.
Holidays don't count
No.
anymore.
Nothing.
Things like that don't count anymore. They're just, and every day is some kind of holiday now. Taco Day.
Oh, it is every.
Diaper Day.
What is going
What was it this
on?
past week, Dave? It was
So it's because one of our shows is run by a licensed sex therapist. I actually know it is International Kink Month.
okay.
So
Okay.
there's a whole month dedicated to that.
Okay.
There were a couple of weird days.
Yeah,
Like,
there were
one-
just a couple,
There was
random days.
like Siblings Day or something
Yeah.
like that.
Oh my
there
gosh.
was yeah.
And they
Yeah,
have it on
yeah.
Facebook too. They faithfully
Oh,
support that.
there's like 8 a day.
You hear me?
Which
Right,
is crazy.
I'm like,
yeah.
Like,
wow.
so yeah,
Yeah, Cotton Candy
Yeah,
Day.
imagine being the person at like someone at Facebook. That's their job.
Right.
Here's all of the dumbass
Here's all
days
the
of the
days.
week today.
Yes.
Right.
Let's pick that one for our logo today. That's
Well, Sweetest
like
Day is
that?
next week, so
And
That's
that
official.
That does not exist.
that does not exist.
No,
to you,
see,
Dave?
I'm not from Michigan. So I moved out here in '96. So I've been here longer than anywhere else. But so Sweetest Day, like Euchre, does not exist outside the state of Michigan.
Okay.
So that's one of those.
serious?
It really doesn't.
What?
The Sweetest Day? I'm thinking
Sweetest Day is just a Midwestern
It's
holiday.
it's like a
Yeah.
Michigan Ohio thing. It
Oh
does
my
not it
God.
does not exist on the East
Did
Coast.
it get to Chicago yet?
I was
wanna say
a
it might be
Boston,
in
New York,
Chicago
DC
now.
kid.
Yeah,
so,
but
and it was
definitely
yeah.
not on the East Coast. They're not
Oh my
repping that at
God.
all. But
That is something. I
you
really
know.
thought that it would go further, and that it, than just Michigan and Ohio. Come on, guys.
I
give
mean,
me a
so did
break.
Hallmark. They were hoping.
Oh,
well,
Lord have mercy.
some people take it to
I'm
heart,
done.
But join us next week for our Sweetest Day show. So grab your
Hey,
sweetie and
what?
watch the show
Are you
next week. Yeah, we
serious?
got a Sweetest Day
And
show
you know I
next
got
week.
little topics about
I
some
know.
little
I hear we
stuff.
have a
You know,
couple
to help
topics
the
on
people with that.
relationships. And,
Yes, I
yes,
do.
Okay.
You know, to spice up some stuff, baby.
Okay. Well,
Help
as
me
Again,
if,
spice
as if that blonde and
It
red
is
wasn't
International
enough.
Kink Month. I'm
Right.
just saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't going to really go there with sex, but I said I'll be gentle.
Be
but
gentle.
maybe next Saturday I might
Okay.
hit them with something with their relationship.
Just caress them right now. Don't hit them
That's
with
right.
it.
I
Just
might
caress
just
them with it.
rub you like a cat.
Just
and-
rub us the right way. Yes. So this week I know we had a lot going on in Michigan.
Yes.
Shout out to Big Gretch.
Oh my
Thank God
God.
the FBI was able to
Ooh.
foil this heinous caper
Yeah.
that was about to go down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everyone knows it's just one of those wild cards. You should expect it, but you never would have expected it.
Not
I mean,
like, come on.
I mean, yeah,
James.
the-
Critical J.
What?
That was critical. What
That-
this
that-
guy
that was
to
some
have
critical
that
shit.
thought, to
Yeah.
even think that he was going to pull that off.
Well,
know
not
what I'm
one
saying?
person, but
Two, wasn't
13, Tanya.
Are you
It
serious?
was 13 people across the state of Michigan.
Oh my God.
13 people
Are y'all getting this?
were, if I believe, indicted on
Mhm.
charges of kidnapping, plotting to kidnap the governor.
The governor.
And, as the story unfolds, the other day I saw they were going to take her and put her on trial, kind of like, I guess, the Salem witch trial of back in the day, and hang her.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was a lot going down with that. That was some diabolical thinking.
That was some. What are you trying to do? What are those? Where's your mind?
I mean, where's
at?
your mind at? And then the thing was, how they got caught was
Oh, tell
they
me this.
had, people undercover in the camp.
Oh my
So
God.
some of the people that they have solicited online were, officials, and they went along with the thing until they had enough evidence to,
Ooh.
raid them. And, thank God they were successful in the raid. And,
Yeah.
shout out to Big Gretchen, shout
Shout
out to her
out.
family. And, God is good. He's
God
looking
is
down on
good.
her.
Yeah.
She's trying to take care of us. We
Yeah.
don't all have the same, opinion and the
Mhm.
same views. But,
Yeah.
what you were trying to do is just inhumane.
It was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. Kidnap and kill
Just-
her family,
But why?
another
Because-
representative because of the, the length of quarantine that Michigan has sustained.
But didn't they say something like she wasn't authorized to do that?
Well, that just recently came out, but
Yeah.
at the time she had the authority to shut Michigan down, which she had.
Okay, now do you think that was best? I know
Oh,
I
definitely.
do.
Oh, definitely.
She did a power move.
Definitely was
okay?
best. I
Power
mean,
move.
if we've lost thousands of people already, so just to think, if we hadn't quarantined,
Yes.
how many more would have died?
Mhm.
If the world and the country hadn't quarantined, how many more would have died?
And for them to just look and see how serious the COVID-19 really is,
Right.
with her making that move,
Mhm.
it caused people to look at it and say, look, this is really serious here,
Oh,
and we need to
definitely.
sit
It was
down.
serious
We
everywhere.
need to quarantine even though we don't have coronavirus. We
Right.
need to just sit down somewhere and let them figure out what we are really dealing with and how we can safeguard ourselves. So big ups to her, like you said. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Big ups.
Shout
for
out
real.
to Gretchen Whitmore, her family, and again the
yes.
FBI, and
Come on now.
thank them for keeping them safe. And another thing, speaking of coronavirus, even though numbers are constantly rising,
Yeah.
they have opened up, as you probably know, the movie theaters.
Yeah.
They've opened on Friday, bowling alleys.
Mm-hmm.
They've also said trampoline type outdoor activities or indoor activities. Those are back on. So what I want to know, Tanya, will you be going to a movie theater anytime soon?
Yes. Eyes is going. Eyes is going. I am going. As soon as I get the opportunity, I'm going to mass up on you. Y'all see my little mass up in here? Up in here. I'm going to put her on. And I'm out this place. I'm out peace. Just don't breathe on me. Don't get too close to me. We only in here to see a movie.
Right. They're
Get your
saying
popcorn and get out.
Get out. They took a few precautions as far as I know, turning the credit card readers around so that we have access to our own charges now instead of handing the card to the
That's good.
to the attendants behind the counter and so forth. And also I still think they're having 2 seats in between each seat.
Cool.
To move forward still with the 6-foot distance.
I'll be like, We do you hey.
But I was wondering, if you go
there.
to the theater with someone, are you allowed to sit together?
No.
Or do you have to still sit apart?
Now, see, I think that because when I go to church, they have family members sit together.
Okay.
But it's like a more of a public place with the movie theater. So I would say separate. Y'all to get back with each other in the car. Y'all can just sit down and you sit over there. I know where you at. You not that far away, boo.
Right.
You want to hold hands like this? Okay, we can do this. Okay.
Right. Distance makes the heart fonder, doesn't it?
We can do it.
We can do it.
Okay.
We can do it. If you must go to the theater, abide by the rules and distance yourself as much as possible and be safe out there. But
be safe.
In my opinion, I was loving the concept of them meaning the production companies, the theaters, and so forth. At one time, they were talking about having things in the theater, or like as far as stuff is still out worldwide. We're talking about here in the States and other countries and so forth. But some movies are still being shown in theaters while we were shut down.
Yeah.
So they were saying that for maybe 3 weeks, the movies would show at the theater so they could get as much revenue as they could from the theater. And then they were going to put things on demand.
Okay.
Which I thought was a great idea because I know I'm still waiting to see The Tenet. I'm still waiting to see X-Men. They have a few movies that came out that, they did not put on demand, but, strictly released in the theaters to those states who had movie theaters open.
Okay.
So I was kind of disappointed by that because I think that, people, with the anticipation of those, especially Marvel movies, with the anticipation
Marvel movies.
of those movies, people don't mind spending $30. I mean, if you go to the show, you're going to spend $20 on tickets, and then if you eat, another $25. So I mean, pay $30 to view it at home, and you have your own food. So,
but it's still worth it. Marvel is the bomb. Everybody loves a Marvel.
Everybody loves a Marvel. I know several people.
They was talking about
one
Spider-Man
in particular
3,
that loves
right?
some Marvel.
Ooh,
yes.
They was talking about Spider-Man 3 coming out too, and Jamie Foxx is supposed to be in that.
Okay.
I think it was Electro or
Tanya,
something.
you better have these facts right because
serious.
these
It's Electro.
Marvel fans don't play this. So you better have these facts right because
it is Electro.
they will
said
shut
it,
us
and
down.
I saw his face and everything. They made up his face like in some type of blue makeup and stuff.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, Jamie,
we're either
about
black
to
or
go
blue, huh? We're either black or blue.
I'm trying to tell you, don't get too that orange and all that. I don't think it's gonna look too good. Okay. I don't know.
You are a nut.
I don't know.
You are a nut, Tanya. But so if you end up going to the movie theater,
Check
be
it.
cautious as
Yes.
always. If you end up going outside to get your mail, still
Yes.
be cautious. So,
For sure. Everywhere. And you know what I saw too?
What did you see?
I was at the gas station and they had finally came out with some gloves, disposable gloves that you can use. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes everybody don't have the gloves. the protective gloves.
Like
they
the
have them at
surgical
the
gloves?
yeah,
Okay.
but they have some gloves at I guess this particular gas station
Okay.
where protect your hands.
Okay,
And
well,
I
that's
was like,
nice.
that's a great idea because
Yeah.
sometimes, like, I forget this mask often.
Do you?
And I'll go into the store and I see everybody else masked up, and I'd be like, God.
Well, it's funny, Tanya.
Ah.
Every time I walk out the door, I'm not going to say every time, but since I've been back to work,
Yeah.
when I walk out the door
Yeah.
and the air hits me in the face coming from the house to the car,
Mhm.
I always feel like I'm missing something
Ah.
because when I move throughout work,
Yeah.
the mask is on my face. So it's like, am I missing something? Then I have to realize, oh, I'm in the house, moving from the house to the car because, it's something we have to be, conscious of right now.
You better say that. Just think about seeing somebody that just walk through their house with their mask on. They be forgetting that boy on. They be just doing the
Yeah.
dishes. They
I
be
mean,
like,
I go back to my office and forget my mask is on my face.
do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
Because in the next moment I'll be up
Yeah.
out the office.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
between here and there, sometimes it just ends up staying on my face.
Yeah, but
You know, because we're getting so used to it.
hey, I don't want it because I almost had a little overheat little situation. I was just walking, going from Nick's apartment.
Okay.
And I'm going up them stairs. I'm like,
You started hyperventilating.
I was like, oh my God. I just can't get used to it, people.
Right.
But I know it's important. I'm trying. I really am.
It's
Because I
definitely
don't want the
important.
Rona.
That's why you're here now, Tanya.
Yeah.
Because you masked up.
Yay!
And you know what? You are absolutely right, though. And I have to look into, I guess, a special kind of mask because I
Yes.
tried out a class at Orange Theory. Have you ever heard of Orange Theory? It's a gym.
What?
It's a gym called Orange Theory.
No.
But anyway, I did a trial over on
Working out, you talking about?
yeah. The other
Oh,
morning, the other week,
Lord.
the other morning. And it's mandatory to wear your mask.
Of course.
Of course, I didn't think about bringing multiple masks. But once I got, I would say 1/3 through the workout,
Yeah.
my mask was saturated in sweat. So I tried to discreetly take it off, squeeze it into my towel
Are you
to
serious?
get some of the water out because it was so soaked,
Uh-huh.
the air could not get through.
Oh.
So every time I was breathing, it was like literally, like a plastic bag over my face.
I bet it was.
So it was like I was suffocating. I didn't get the best workout because I was, Tanya,
So
Tanya,
I'm not alone,
you
y'all.
are not alone, but I should have known better, but
You
now
are
I do.
Not alone.
I am not alone. I'm not alone.
I am
mean,
here with
literally,
you.
it was like somebody had their hand over my mouth and would raise it over, take it off for a minute, put it back on, take it off for a minute because
Yeah.
I was suffocating because
which
the air
one did
couldn't
you
get through.
have?
I had a,
The
one of the
surgical one
black.
or
No,
the-
I didn't have a surgical one because those are, paper, and I knew that would be soaked and probably tear up.
yeah.
I had one of the washable black mesh ones.
Yeah.
But still, it got saturated with sweat, so I wasn't able to
Just
breathe. Yeah, it
Plug
was.
up all it. Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah,
Hey.
it was a lot. It
So
was
what
a
do you
lot.
think you want to do now? What do you want to look into? What type of mask
When
do you think would be good for a workout? Because
outside of bringing multiple masks, maybe.
just
I
to
mean,
see.
just to
Take it
be
off
real.
but
Well, take it off and get another one I may have,
Yeah.
and then put that one on because it'll be dry. Depending on the workout, you won't get as sweaty,
yeah.
as other times. But, just bring multiple masks, or I'm sure by now, Nike, Under Armour, someone has constructed a breathable one. Or I've
But
seen some folks that,
I've seen some clear plastic ones. So this part right here is ventilation because it's not covering.
you mean the face shields?
Yeah. something
Right,
like
right.
that.
Yeah, the face shield.
But they still it still like covers all of this.
Mm-hmm.
You
But
know.
Tanya, to me, if
I-
it's not covering nose to chin, it's not effective.
Oh, you talking about like a seal? More like
yeah,
a
yeah, more
seal.
like some kind of seal or
yeah.
some kind of banding to the face
Ah,
because to
like
me,
up
face
under
shield,
it.
that face shield under it to me is just as productive as this. I'm sitting in front of you and I have a 2-foot plexiglass. It's
Yeah.
like, what the corona does not go around or over. It
Or
just
how many
yeah.
feet
I mean, that's
is
some
it
of the most
before-
ridiculous. You know, I
Oh.
mean, yes, we have to. I guess calm people's nerves and you
Yes.
know, but that's giving a false sense of security to me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's mandatory now. I had one on my desk, but it felt like I was visiting someone in prison. You know, and it was pointless. It was
Pookie and Ray
pointless.
Ray.
Yeah, I was, you know, and nobody was coming to see me, and I was just waiting on somebody because nobody sat down. So I said,
Oh
let
my
me take
God.
this unnecessary face shield, you know, this
Yeah.
unnecessary shield off
Yes.
of my desk because what's the point?
No point.
No point at all. No
None
point at
at
all.
all.
Well, I mean, so
No
cards
point.
on table, it's no different than these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's an infrared temperature scanner.
Mm-hmm.
They're really not worth using.
Not worth it.
It's a PR feel good thing.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
truly is.
it's a false sense of security.
Because you cannot be running a fever and still
And
have it.
still have it.
You can be running a fever and it's not because of COVID.
Right.
Like me, I've got bronchitis currently.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with yeah. Well, actually, I don't know if it would make me pop or not. And then, here's the other thing. It reacts differently to different skin tones.
Oh, are
See?
you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It usually
people-
reads lower for me. I've gotten a 95-degree reading. before.
So people
Oh,
of color
you just need
tend
to be in
to
a freezer then.
no.
or something.
People of color tend
I'm
to
not
because
freezer burn.
the more melanin you have in your system,
Mhm.
Yeah.
the more you retain heat, not reflect.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Now you
That's
see.
why I'm always sweating.
See. Ooh. And shout out
Well,
to.
thank God for the sweat because thank God I am sweating. I wouldn't want to retain all that water.
Right.
Jesus.
Oh,
Right, right,
The bloat.
right.
Hey.
The
Yeah,
bloat.
but on another note, like we was talking about Sweetie's Day and different stuff like that.
Okay.
I got a little information on features that
Okay.
attract people the most.
Okay, Tanya.
So, yeah.
She has on red people.
Hey.
You do notice that, right?
Hey, don't you send no bulls over here to try to ram me down, okay? You know they like the they be like, there she goes. She's the target. We about to layer out.
We about to lay her out. Okay, Tanya.
Okay, now just I cannot with you. You hear me?
I cannot with you.
I really miss
You're the
Nick.
whole situation. I know. Where's Mr. Clean at?
In a nutshell, he probably over
Where's
there
Mr.
like,
Clean?
I can't believe this is happening.
I'm going to pull the plug on him.
Yes, you hear me?
But tell me about this, Tanya.
Okay, right quick. One that I think everybody can agree with is lips.
Okay.
Your lips, get your lips.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They don't need to be crusty and all that. And you a woman, you know you need to.
Well, you're a little light on the lip gloss this week, Tanya.
I
Last
did
week,
not break-
it was popping.
Yeah, I rushed out and
Oh, you
forget
rushed
it.
out and forgot it, huh?
You know what I'm saying? So I go
Okay.
natural, all
Okay.
natural.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it ain't crusty. So you might want to lubricate, you know, your lips.
Because that's one of the features.
One of the features. That's number one,
Oh,
boo.
that's number one on the list.
Yeah.
Lips are the biggest attraction.
You know what
to
I'm
people.
saying?
Okay. Okay.
And then it's like strong eye contact. Hey, Dave. Don't you blink, Dave.
It's like if I said that sadly for me, nobody has ever looked across a crowded smoky bar and went, wow, would you look at the sense of humor on that guy? Nobody. Not once. It's never happened.
You know how somebody stare across the room and you can just feel their eyes on you. They be like, hey, that's one right there, too.
Well, Tanya, I've been told a few times my eyes look like I'm seeing into someone's soul.
Who cares? Don't nobody care nothing about you looking in
Oh,
nobody's
my
soul
God.
over here. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody you meet, you just looking in their soul and all that, trying to be nosy.
Well, that's what
you
they're
looking
saying,
for?
Tanya. I'm not looking for anything.
Oh, that's just what you do. And
That's
it's
just
just
what they
natural.
said. That's just
Oh.
what they said, Tanya.
Who is they say? Who?
Ah.
Okay. Don't come over here with that.
The ones that said it, please call in because Tanya needs some.
See, here we go again.
Tanya needs
Dave.
some
You done did it
verification
again.
for
You
these
done laughed at
eyes,
this joke. Do
for
not.
these soul cutting eyes I have.
Whatever.
What else
And
is
then
on the
also-
list?
Wearing red. women.
Oh, I knew it had to be a reason
red.
for something.
You know what I'm saying? That's passion.
That's passion.
Yes.
Okay.
To have some type of passion. So I said I'll wear some red
Calvin
today.
Klein's obsession.
Yes.
Okay.
Apparently, welcome to 1-900 TriadZone.
Right. 1-900 try.
To continue for $5.99 a minute, please press 1.
Tanya's OnlyFans. Terrible T's OnlyFans page.
I cannot. Okay. But they did say that, for women.
But you
it-
could. Did you hear? Because we talked about this on our show. Did you hear what Black China makes on
Yeah,
OnlyFans
20
per
million?
month? Per month.
20
month.
Per
million.
month.
Doing what?
Per.
Now,
But
now,
I
hey,
I don't give a damn what she's doing. $20 million a month.
Hey.
$20 million a month.
I'll tell you.
But I hear it's a lot of, young.
Well, and it's a lot of and she does like a lot of like interviews and Q&A stuff and like backstage photos.
Right, okay.
Like it's not
So-
just TNA,
Right.
Dave.
but there's some TNA.
But there is some
So-
TNA.
But
Yeah.
it's still so. That is not. Give her 10,000 and sit down somewhere. You don't need no 20 million because you getting
wouldn't-
your credit and blowing up because of the Kardashian. Don't be playing around, Black China. You know you was not all hot like that, was she? Don't sit around and play with me. You know she was not.
I got to agree with
20
Tanya. This is her
million
birthday weekend,
Per
so
month.
I'm agreeing with
per
Tanya.
month.
Again.
Per month,
This
Tanya.
is
Per
not
month.
child support. Okay. This is not real actual
Now,
job.
Tanya, wait. If you knew you could make that amount of money every month and have some kind of respect and dignity still to yourself,
Yes.
would you?
Heck yeah.
I'm-
Holla at your girl.
I'm sorry.
She right here.
For $20 million a month, who needs respect and dignity? Like, let's be clear.
What's that? The hell with a little respect and dignity? I made $250 million last
Right.
year. F you.
Yeah, exactly. No, you respect my bank
Right.
account.
Respect
Yes. Smack
I
you
can
with a
buy a
wad
little
of
respect
money.
and dignity with that. Right. Absolutely.
Oh my God. And they also was talking about hips.
Hips, okay.
Yeah.
Shakira
Like
said those
something to
hips don't lie.
Hey, something to hold on to. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I
Well,
was like,
it is.
okay. All right,
Cuffing
so
season.
yes, it is.
It is cuffing season. And,
So you know you can cuddle up with a hippie woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can also make some pads. You know what I'm saying? And put them in your pants and get you some hips up in here, okay?
Okay. So we
Okay.
we got lips,
Yep.
we got eyes, we got
Yep.
hips, and we got the color red. What else is next, Tanya?
Guess what?
What?
A higher pitched voice like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I make
Okay.
you like you dingy.
Blondes have more fun, huh?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Hi,
Oh,
everybody.
Detroit.
Boopy
A little Betty Boop.
Yes.
A little Betty Boop. Okay.
Okay, and then also, they were talking about people smiling.
Okay.
Smiling can
Positivity.
be, it is, yeah.
It's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? It
Okay.
does something, and it's just so. You know what I'm saying?
I do have a good voice story for you.
Oh my God.
Because the whole high pitch versus I'll try to make it short. Long story short, I wound up meeting somebody who lived in New York City when I lived in D.C.
Wow.
I went up to visit her, but like before I had called her, because she came down to visit a friend. I called her, and the answering machine voice was like this, and I was like, "Hey, this is Dave. I'm calling for Michelle. We met last weekend. I'd kind of like to talk to you again." And like that was not her voice. So I'm like, "What?" Like she didn't tell me she was living with a dude. So and when she called me back, she was like, "Oh no," she's like, "That's my roommate Kim." I'm like, "That didn't sound like a Kim."
Oh my God.
So like I go up to visit her, and it's like we've been out all night. It's like 3 a.m. We're sitting on the living room in her apartment making out, and like the door flies open. This drop dead gorgeous 6 foot tall, red hair, big rack monster, gorgeous walks in and takes a look. She's like, "Oh my God, you must be Dave. How are you?" She smoked 3 packs of menthols a day, and that's just how she sounded.
And that's just how she sounded.
So y'all
Those are
can
those
agree
stand by
with
me
me.
But
kind
that
of
was
women.
Kim.
That was Kim, huh?
Hey Kim, I think you need
Shout
to
out
work
to
on your
Kim.
vocals, boo.
She was definitely a Newport smoker, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yes, she was.
Right. She could have been an us hunt time.
Oh yes.
Right.
Don't you do that again to me.
do that.
Psych.
That's right. What else
No,
you got, Tanya?
But those was it's more. But they also was talking about like women being goofy. having like a goofy little way about themselves.
I was like, because basically
Well,
all I've
Goofy or
heard
dingy?
is superficial,
Ding- well,
superficial.
Right.
It could be.
That's all I've heard so far is superficial. How do you look? How do you look? Yeah.
It's not. But that's what attracts you. But
Okay.
once you really get to meet the person, it's different. Like Kim. You know what I'm saying? If you really met Kim,
Oh, no.
other than her voice.
Oh yeah, no. So my buddy Steve, I'll never forget. We were in a club in Boston, and Steve was like my best friend for the longest time, and he was like Mr. Self-Defense from birth. Like
Oh,
dude
my
was
gosh.
jacked and ripped,
Oh.
but not the best personality.
Okay.
So he looks at me one night while we're standing there, and he's like, "All right, Dave, look, here's how this is going to work, and this is how it's going to fly. I'm going to get them here.
Yeah.
You're going to keep them here."
Oh.
And that partnership worked very, very well for many years.
Well, what did you do to keep him there? Hey,
no,
it
so
was a balance.
his looks would drag them over. My personality would keep them there.
Oh,
That's
my
how that worked.
goodness.
'Cause listen, by the age of 15, I accepted I was never going to be roguish. I was never going to be dashing, and so I cultivated the personality that I have. Yes,
It works, though. It works. You hear me?
That's why Tanya wore the red, Dave. She said, "Get me closer to Dave."
Oh, shoot.
So
Okay,
okay.
but yeah, that was it. It's a few more, but I don't want to drag it out too much more. But those are just things that people can consider
Okay.
when they're, seeing somebody that they might like, and to show them that they're really interested in what they see 1st.
Mhm.
Because Dave, I don't agree with you on just your personality. You know what I'm saying? It's something else that you have. And I think a lot of people have something that's invisible. That just people be just drawn to. And they be like, dang, it's just something about you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
that
Oh,
hidden little
confidence is
thing.
key.
But I mean,
Like, there's
they
a lot to
know
be said for
something.
confidence.
They know what it is. I mean, it may not be, standard.
I mean, but just like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I look and I be like, okay. But then it's something like, dang, it's just something about this person that draws your interest. And it may not be their appearance, because I have met some unappealing facial men.
Right.
Men, that face was not all that. But it was something about them that drew me to them. And then once you get to know them and just talk with them.
We call that sneaky hot.
Hey.
Sneaky hot. Oh, tell me about sneaky hot.
So there's different levels of hot. There's hot, which is just like hot.
Wait, Dave. Wait, I love it.
And then
Sneaky hot.
you have like, then there's like, okay,
Dave got a new one.
then there's Michigan hot. Like let's be clear. Like you might be a 9 in Detroit,
Right.
but you're a 4 in LA. Like let's
Yeah,
be clear.
Oh yeah.
Like that's the thing.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
And then there's and then there's work hot,
right.
where like you work with somebody and you work with
And you look at the options you have around
and
you.
you get to know them.
Yeah.
And they become hotter to
Yeah,
you as you get to know them and develop that relationship.
You do.
Oh my
And then
God.
there's sneaky hot, where
And
like
what is that?
like at first you're like, oh, there's no way in hell, and then the next thing you know, you're like, see, this is why I love it. Like you got to be careful with funny guys, because we'll have you laughing, and the next thing you know, you're like, how did I get naked?
right.
Like what? What happened?
You see what I'm saying? You done laughed me out of my
Yeah,
clothes.
Dave
Why
said
you do
sneaky
that?
So
You
Dave,
see
you
what
got a
I'm
little
saying?
sneaky hot over there.
I'm not gonna lie, it's one of my
He
strengths.
said it's not. Gonna
So it's just not that personality.
Dave
It's
said
something
he was
else to
sneaky
it.
hot. I love it.
I'm gonna have to keep that and write that down.
Sneaky
He
hot.
just
Well, I
said
mean, it.
sneaky.
but
Yeah, like
you
because
know,
like, it's one of those where like at first you're like nah, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh well, yeah, okay.
But I also think that as you get older, as you mature,
Yeah.
as you've gone through.
Oh, dude, I got over the
yeah,
cheerleader
the
phase when I was
gorge-
17.
Yeah, and it's
Dude,
like
I was past
It's
that.
more into the other stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like to
What
me, it's
substance?
the substance and the small things that
Yes.
that
Yeah,
do
dude,
it for you.
like it's
Yeah.
it's not about the body count anymore.
It's not
about the
it's
body
not,
count.
it's
It's not
No.
because
Yeah.
I've met some beautiful people and have
I'm
not
like-
been attracted
and
to them in
hated
that way.
every
Really?
fiber of
Love
their being.
to hang
Oh.
out with you, love to
Yep.
be with you, chill, this and that, but romantically, no.
What was it that you feel like
I
was
don't know.
missing?
It was
just,
not
see,
that-
You
I
said
think
it's something
It's
about
something
them.
about
You
them.
see?
They could
Here's
be,
here's the thing, and this is what one of the key thing is you're getting older.
yeah.
Like so,
I've gotten
like
older.
dude,
But yeah.
same. You see,
Yeah,
I've
right.
earned every one of these gray hairs.
And I've cut all mine out.
Um,
I ain't got none.
You can tell almost immediately, like the girls in their mid 30s to mid 40s, especially,
Right.
that used to be smoking hot.
Right,
Uh-huh.
And guys would put up with their bullshit
Yeah.
because they were that hot.
right,
Yeah.
right.
And now they're not that hot, but they still think that guys are going to put and they're finally starting to realize that, okay, maybe that's not the case.
Right. The prom queens from back in the day. The
don't be
queens.
living in the glory days. In fact, laughingly, the memories just popped from. I went back for my. I hate saying this out loud. 25th reunion.
Hey.
Dave, I went for my 30th reunion.
Are you serious?
Yes, my reunion. Shout out to Murray Wright. If it ain't Murray, it ain't
I'm about
right.
to tell y'all mine was 10. Y'all got me
If
messed
it ain't
up.
Murray, it ain't right.
Oh, get out of here.
And so, but there was a difference. So, like our 10-year reunion, everybody was still very much into like and again, I grew up in middle of nowhere, New Hampshire, which is a little redundant, but it's still true.
Right.
And so, like our 10-year reunion, it was all still very cliquey. Like the cheerleaders still thought they were cheerleaders and all that kind of crap. Yes. And so basically, I just got drunk with because I was kind of like the Ferris Bueller, and I hate putting that out there like that, but like I was the one that like was friends with everybody. I was friends with everybody.
Yeah.
Like I didn't care.
Me too.
And so I sat down with like a bunch, just some of the guys and the gang, and we just got drunk and mocked them into submission.
Okay.
Then the next reunion, the one the memories just popped up with, like everybody had mellowed out, everybody was fine, and we had a blast. But but it was funny because there were still one or two of those like captain of the cheerleading squad,
that's me,
captain of the football team that were still like, well, but don't you remember? Well, yeah, but that was then. This is now. And you didn't like me then, so why the fuck do I care about you?
Right,
yeah.
right,
So
cut it
prove
out.
to me that I care.
Stop it. A lot of guys didn't even say and let the girl know that they liked them back then, and y'all know it. Y'all was just secret crushing and just looking at the girl. She look in y'all direction. Y'all turn the other way. You be like, "What in the world? Tell me that you like me."
No, there was a lot of that. But so let's be clear. There's a different dynamic when you're in high school versus now.
Yeah.
Like so, high school. So you've seen my business cards say the geek. I've always been that guy.
Okay.
Like I was the chem nerd. I was but like I said, I was friends. Like, dude, I went to college for biochemistry and theater arts, and I played varsity hockey.
You were sneaky cool, Dave.
So
you were sneaky cool.
My Venn diagram was all over the place. So, but did the captain of the cheerleading squad give a shit about me then?
But wait a minute.
No.
No.
Oh no, and because actually we've become friends.
But it's some women that like geeks.
No, but we've become friends, like, and we've talked about it. And look,
how has she changed though?
That's the thing. and
how has she changed?
She's like Dave. Because we had this really long. Because every maybe 2 or 3 times a week, not as much lately, but when all this shit started, we started having these like drunken bar Zoom nights.
Ooh.
Okay.
Where like I would post a link on Facebook, be like, hey, come on and join the Zoom. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna have drinks, yada yada yada. And some of my old high school friends like popped up and were hopping in, and she was one of them. And so afterwards, we wound up having this whole long conversation. And she's like, I got to be honest. She's like, I knew you liked me. In high school, and she's like, and I was too dumb.
She pulled your card,
to give you the
Dave.
time of day.
She pulled your card,
and she was like, because again, it's the mentality difference. Because at 17, you're not looking for this. You're not. Like, you're just not.
Dave, you wasn't like that at 17.
Dave, have you ever looked back on your high school memory book? Have you ever looked at your high school memory book?
Oh God, yeah.
And looking like, only thing I wanted to be was a millionaire, and I'm like, a millionaire, you know. But back then in 1989, that was something.
So laughably, and this is what I love. Like, so I thought I had destroyed all the photos of me from high school because I was. So here's a fun one. Like looking at me, you would probably never picture this, but once upon a time, I had bangs down to here, and they were blue. Because one of the things I did, I was in a band.
Goth.
Very like erasure. Oh, very erasure Depeche Mode. I went through that phase.
You were one of the hot topics.
Spencer Gifts.
I call it the bad kids store. The bad kids store.
In the back room, looking at the black light posters.
Right.
But no. So but I was like, that was part of that whole conversation. Was she's like, dude. She's like, I didn't get you then.
Yeah.
And she's like, and the funny part is, she's like, I can tell. She's like, you really, and this is one of the things that she didn't see it. She's like, she's like, you haven't changed very much. I'm like, no, I really have. Like, you don't understand. Like, because
please see that I've changed.
Oh yeah, because no, because I know she meant it as a compliment, but dude, if you're the same person, like I've always said, every decade, you should basically be cycling through by and large, a new friend group,
Yeah.
a new chapter in your life, a new everything. Like, and there may be like one or two close friends that
Right.
stay through all of those cycles.
Yes.
But if you are still the same person you were or in hanging with the same people you were
Yeah.
10, 20, 30 years ago, there's a problem.
Yeah.
You are
Yeah.
stagnant.
And that is very good conversation, Dave, because that kind of segues in.
I love when I do that
to-
accidentally.
Yeah, you
I
did that. You might as well have had a nice little melody and a little stream might have well flown through
Good
here.
job. Good
But
job.
what I wanted to ask folks, and Issa Rae from Insecure, HBO's Insecure, she had a article out, and let me see if I can find a magazine. It kind of cut off, so I might be a little messed up in my facts. But she was speaking to a magazine, and her topic, or the topic of discussion, was friendships and relationships, how they can be just as, the breakup of a friendship can be just as dramatic, critical,
And traumatic.
yes, traumatic as a relationship.
Why you say?
Because to me, even though, that hit home for me in a few different ways. I have lost several friends over the past few years. And, it was like a relationship.
Lost because they died, or lost
No,
because they're just not in your life anymore?
Lost because they're not in my life anymore for
'Cause
different
it's
reasons.
different, yeah.
For different reasons. And coming to grips with that sometimes is very, devastating, because these were people, you have to dissect of what happened, different levels, different degrees. But the thing is, you lost somebody that was near and dear to you. And, the sexual part of the relationship is replaced by the personalization and the privacy and the private talks and the you knowing me like no one else does. So to me, that in the friendship is what replaces the sex, like in a relationship.
Okay.
So just like, to me, it's equal. The relationship has sex,
Yeah.
and the friendship has the deep, dark secrets.
Okay.
And the things that only the best friend knows, or
Yeah.
unless your partner is your best friend, and I guess you're just not gonna,
So.
come back from that one if your partner is your best friend and you lose both of them. But I felt what
having
she was saying.
been through divorce, that happens.
Yeah,
But I want
but
to
she
ask
was
you,
what?
why can't? If somebody
Well, wait,
is
Tanya, I'm
really
sorry.
your
Let me
friend-
ask you, do you agree with that? Do you feel that's the same thing? Are relationships and friendships equal, and are they just as traumatic as one another when you
depends.
lose?
If you are emotionally detached, it's like it's a different intimacy
Okay.
that you have with your partner or somebody that you're dating or in a relationship that way with,
Okay.
versus somebody that your homeboy or your homegirl.
But then, is that really a friend? Like, so I
That's
look
what I
at, like my quote unquote best friend,
Yeah.
somebody that I've known, and we've been tight for 22 years now.
Yeah.
So he's survived, like he's been around through a marriage, through a divorce,
Yes.
through all through all that shit.
Okay.
If I lost him as a friend,
Yes.
that would probably be more traumatic than me going through another divorce.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Nope.
No.
Only reason why I say that, because if somebody, like you, the point you said, if they're really your friend, you should be willing to work out things.
But people grow apart.
But
And
yeah,
I get where he's
yeah,
going.
yeah.
Like,
If
so again,
if you're somebody, your friend, y'all should want to work together, grow together.
But people change. Like,
Yeah, they
so
can.
again, go back to my reunion.
But wait,
The people that I couldn't live without
Yeah.
in high school, I have, 95% of my class, and granted there were only like 300 people in my graduating class from
Very small.
oh no, and that's from 3 different towns all pulled
Ooh,
together.
towns,
Like again,
did he say
yeah.
towns?
Again, middle of nowhere, New Hampshire. But the people that I was tightest with and thought I couldn't live without,
Yes.
there are 2 that I still talk to, and I only talk to them now after 20 odd years. Like we didn't talk until that reunion came up.
Oh my goodness. So are you saying that the support that they give you cause them to remain? What is it that caused them to remain versus somebody that you've been connected to for like 20 years and then they die off? but then you see this person that you haven't seen in years, and now y'all best buds, and y'all just
Well, you grow. You people have different views than they had in high school.
Because I mean, there
Yeah.
are a number of reasons why relationships can break apart. I mean, like
You better get out my purse. Stop stealing my stuff, girl. You going to leave. No, I'm talking about my friend.
Oh, I was like,
Who's you talking
Get
about?
out her purse.
I'm like, does
Get
she
that
see
lip
something
balm.
else?
You went in my purse and you stole my lip gloss?
No, I was like, no. So like, I
Not
mean, like
$20.
everybody has like situationships.
Yes.
You know, whether it's romantic or friendship. Like, so hey, you're friends because you're in a relationship with
right.
somebody and they have friends.
Yeah.
That's a situationship.
Well, definitely.
Like, you become friends with their friends because you have to.
right.
Ah.
Whether or not they stay around after the fact, whatever.
Yes.
You know, you
Or
have
cordial.
Yeah, you
You
have your
stay
own.
cordial.
You have your
Yeah.
own relationships
Right.
with people and that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And which is why, like, I've always told people, at the end of the day, here, you get to choose when somebody comes into my life. Like, if you're dating someone and you bring them into my circle, you get to choose when they come in. You do not get to choose when they go out.
Okay.
Like, if I
Do you agree
become a friend
with
with that
that,
person
James?
outside of you,
Uh-huh. Oh, so you don't believe into the loyalty thing. So if a friend of yours brought a friend in and you became friends with that friend, and you and the best friend who brought the friend in are no longer friends, you still feel that you should be friends with
Yeah.
the friend that they brought in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
because you have your own relationship
We
with
have
them.
our own relationship, and I think that's the part of
And
being
don't get me
grown.
wrong, 9 times
it's
out
the
of
part
10.
of being grown too.
Well, and 9 times
Yeah.
out of 10, if you've
Grown
pissed off my
Sean.
close friend that they're no longer friends with
Right,
you,
then they- right.
odds are good I'm
not
going to cut
gonna
you
be-
off,
yeah,
too.
I'm not going to cut.
But-
Yeah. Right.
But
you
if
can't
it's-
work it out.
But if it's some dumb shit,
Right.
yeah, I'm going to keep you
Yeah,
around.
well, definitely. And if they know it's some dumb shit and they're just being petty, then
Right.
you got to sometimes
don't
just
get me-
say,
dude,
okay, you're
I-
just being
So
petty.
you agree with
Oh,
this?
what am I?
I mean, it's situations are always different. So it's not like everything. I necessarily wouldn't say that. It depends. I guess maybe
It
it depends on who the friend is. If I'm looking at you like you are my
Yeah.
and then
You show me you not my
But sometimes I'll put on my, grown men pants and,
Yes.
saying, screw it, do what you need to do or whatever. If, I'm good, I know we still have our relationship. And if you want to be friends with them, then that's fine. But, it's just, I guess, more maybe a ego thing or a how dare you thing or a petty thing. It's a lot of things.
Dude, and
gonna
I
get
am,
you
let's
for
be,
that.
let's be
There's
clear.
a lot of things
I'm
that
gonna
we all
get
can
you
be
for that.
sometimes.
Oh, no, let's
so
be clear.
It's human.
I am Tom Petty.
Oh
my God.
I am
you are
Petty.
not Tom Petty.
I am Petty
I'm
LaBelle.
not petty.
You are Petty LaBelle?
I am Petty Wap. I am Petty
He
and
said David
I am Petty and
Wap.
Pink.
Okay, Dave.
No,
I'm seeing you in a different light.
Oh
over
no!
there.
So here's the thing, dude.
See, this is why
So this is
Dave
the
is
attack-
kind of a well-rounded.
Did you say-
David
this is-
seems very relatable. He's funny. He's petty as shit.
Gotta watch that, Dave.
Yeah, see, they're gonna tie you.
Gotta
They're gonna
watch
tie
it,
you. See,
Dave.
David's doing some things over here to tie me. He's striking that chord in her. But yeah, it's like you have a nice. You're very relatable.
So, but this is what I've learned,
yeah, and
dude.
this
So
is-
as I've gotten into my 40s,
Uh-huh.
dude, I don't have a dimmer switch anymore.
Yeah.
I don't have time for it. I have a light switch.
Right.
We
Absolutely.
cool, you dead. That's it.
Thank you. There's.
Oh, you agree
I'm
with
here.
that?
Yes,
I
I'm
don't have
here
a-
or here.
Yep.
And here is blackout.
What about in the
So-
middle? It's no in the middle.
There's no dimmer switch
No.
anymore.
Why
No,
not?
I don't have time for that.
Where did
There's
it
no
go?
dimmer
What
switch.
made it leave? What
Because
made you
I don't have
exercise?
time for that shit in my life
Oh
anymore.
my God, why? It might be somebody in the middle that needs some help.
No.
No?
I may need help in the middle, but
Oh
I
no,
haven't
because
got there yet.
if you
It's
need,
here
like, if
or
you need
here.
help
Yeah.
and we're still on,
Oh.
I'm in.
Right,
Oh.
absolutely.
But
Oh, so if you see them
you
up
go to
there.
but you go to the dark side.
Potential-
Right, it's
Click.
over. Right. Uh-huh.
Oh, so y'all cutting people off just like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Huh.
Too old for that shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Too
No.
old for
Oh
that.
my God.
My time is
I'll
too
be 50 years old.
too
I mean,
precious. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I mean, I went from 30 to 50, so it's like
During
in
qu-
between.
during quarantine.
during
Like
quarantine.
literally that from March.
Not me. I ain't do all that.
I was just
Y'all got
30
me
in
messed
March.
up. Mm-mm.
And now I'm 49. So hey, we don't have time.
March 15th, I was 31. Suddenly, I'm 49 and a half. What the hell happened?
You had a red hair, huh? I mean, it's just like you should have seen my hairline in March. You should have seen my waves, but
Not tonight, people.
it's the quarantine.
Oh my God, this has been a
Shoot.
great show. You know what I'm saying? But the topics have been on fire. But I still got something else to say.
What do you have to say, Tanya?
I was gonna say honestly, like I don't have any plans after this, and I'm just sitting here. So
And Tanya.
so if
Maybe
you
you
just-
need some help with
so
some
if y'all just want to hang
edibles.
out and bullshit, we can hang out and bullshit.
Uh-huh.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Yes. Happy
Mama.
birthday to me.
I mean, because the
Mama.
worst thing
You
that's
better
gonna
say that.
because honestly, if I leave here, I'm just gonna go to a bar in Hamtramck and get annihilated. So
What are you going Hamtramck?
whiskey in the jar.
Whiskey in a jar.
What is that on
Whiskey in a jar.
Joseph Campbell?
Yemen's right off Campo.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Hey.
I love.
We're actually getting ready to open up a studio in Hamtramck.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Really?
Whereabouts?
Okay.
Inside the Hamtramck Historical Society.
Really?
Yep.
That's off of
That's right on Campo.
Joseph
Really?
Campo. But wait, Joseph, what does it cross? It's right on the corner.
Is
that the one on the corner?
It's a half. So it's like block and a half from Whiskey.
Okay.
So real quick, so we don't have to necessarily, do we have to do our shows here all the time, or can we go there too?
Honestly, it depends on availability and how all that stuff goes. Because
Yeah.
right now, I am still the only person that I have running shows.
Okay.
Just because I haven't brought my engineers back because
Yeah.
I am.
Safeguard.
Well,
Shout out
Dude,
to
I-
Podcast Detroit.
Dude, if I'm
Hamtramck.
gonna throw if there's a
Shout out
if there's
to
a hand
that.
grenade out there, I'm gonna throw myself on it.
Okay.
Because we have 7 engineers that have been sitting idle now
Yeah.
since March.
Yeah. But they know why.
Oh, they do, and they're
You're trying to
dude. They are
safeguard them.
they are
Come on
absolutely
now.
phenomenal. They are great.
Yeah.
And they get why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Okay.
But like like we have this studio and our Northville studio open.
Yeah.
As we open Hamtramck, and I know that they follow, and I know that they follow the same safeguards that we do and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I will probably start bringing some of them back in
Yes.
to run shows there
Yeah.
and to do things. But for right now, like again, I mean, I think that's part of being a leader, part of being anything.
Exactly.
Is your 90% of your job
Uh-huh.
is flying air cover for your people.
But
Right,
I'm
right.
sure that they respect and honor that because it's serious out here. And for you to make that type of decision, they have no other choice but to give homage to that and be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? No matter what they're going through and what they have to deal with, you better be safe than sorry.
Yep.
And learn these different safety precautions.
Yep.
Now that everybody see how to beat COVID. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
apparently
How
all
to
you
be safe.
need you need a helicopter at your disposal.
To go 10 miles.
You need
To go
you need a
10
dedicated
miles.
staff of hospital
I
professionals.
mean, that was ridiculous.
A dedicated wing. You need access to drugs that nobody else has access
Ooh,
to.
ooh, did you hear that, y'all?
And yeah.
But see, yes, I appreciate you
And it's
saying
the
that.
It's the best hospital care that $750
Stop
a year in
it.
taxes can buy.
Stop
right,
it.
right.
I'm
Absolutely.
sorry,
my
was that out loud?
God. Stop
That was supposed to be
it.
inner monologue. I hate when that happens.
Let him give you the
That
list.
was supposed to be sotto voce. I hate when that happens.
It just came out, huh?
Lord have mercy.
What,
But
what,
you
hap-
did
what
right
happened,
quick.
Tanya? What?
Warm water and lemon water.
Oh,
You know how they was,
Tanya.
oh my God, I'm just trying to say something for the people and their health, you know, to show I really care and I'm really concerned.
Is this is for the morning after the
Get
meeting
out of
somebody?
here. No, it's not.
You all have hot lemon water in
No,
bed together.
but you told me you drink hot lemon
drink
water
hot-
every day.
Shout out to John Madison,
Oh, no,
who
get
taught
outta
me about
here.
hot lemon water
But then
10
you want to
years
try
ago.
to cook my topic again. See,
I
I'm
did
telling
not
y'all
cook your
people,
topic.
this
I'm
guy
just
right
trying to
here,
say-
don't you side with him.
I'm just trying to
Don't
say.
you
I'm just
agree
No,
with
I
nothing
don't-
he
I
say?
don't-
You back up, Dave.
No,
I'm
I have
saying
no
it's
idea
the
where the
best
hell
to-
either of you are going right
I'm
now.
just
Right.
saying, is it
We
best
talking
to have
about-
the hot lemon water the next morning after you meet the attraction and get the attraction with this person, and
If
you know
you want
when the
to.
eyes meet and the lips meet, you know, in the next
Yeah,
morning, are
if
you
you-
all waking up to hot lemon water?
It should just be
Like-
normal if you
Okay.
want
Is
these
this like-
benefits that's on this list here.
Like, what is the hot? Like, I don't get it. Like, is this like
Okay.
a plan B? Is this like
It is
what?
not.
What?
This
Like,
is not. See, y'all get on my nerves.
What?
This is
No, hot
something
lemon
beneficial for
water.
the people.
Hot
okay?
lemon water
like
is
what?
not
The,
plan
that's why I'm
B.
like, what the hell are we
to
talking
them.
about here?
Ladies,
Oh, my
stop!
God.
You do not take up hot lemon water the next morning thinking you're gonna abort a baby.
Don't you listen
No.
to
Oh my
them.
God! I've literally
Hey,
literally
don't-
known women in my life that thought you only took birth control pills when you had sex.
Oh. Some little
They
days
got
are running
babies.
around.
They
Some
got
little days
babies.
are running around here.
No,
They got some
no.
babies.
Yep.
But see, then we're
Little
going to have to come back.
DJs.
No,
Y'all out of
see,
line.
so I had one of each. I got a daughter, I got a son, and then
Okay.
I had El Snippo Grande. I'm good.
Uh-uh.
Enough is enough.
So I know ain't no babies coming out of here.
Enough is enough.
Ain't no babies
And then
coming out of here.
I go back for my checkup every year because you got to go back for a checkup every year to make sure it still works.
See?
Well, not because
Y'all
dude,
Wait
things.
a minute.
I'm not
Wait a
talking to
minute.
y'all.
Things-
Whoa.
I'm
How
done.
does the
grow back.
checkup
I'm
go?
done.
No, things grow
How
back.
do they check you up? How do they check you out to
I'm
see if
done.
it's still working? Do you have to?
You got to
See?
into
Go
a
in-
cup. Yeah.
Y'all just gonna broke my topic. I'll see y'all next
This
week.
may segue
on
into
warm
the
water
Science
and
Day
lemon.
topic.
I'm sorry. Here's your
It
hot
is.
lemon
Lemons,
water.
okay? No, forget it. I'm done. I am done with you guys, okay? I'm
This
done.
is your
It's
hot
over.
lemon water.
It's over. Not no hot lemon
It
water
is
with
a-
nothing. I'm done with you, okay? It's over. You too, Dave. Y'all just was like, beat it. We don't want that
Oh, my
topic.
God. Oh, my-
Okay.
No.
No, I
It
do.
just-
I want
No.
to know what this is
He
about.
just-
No,
what-
it's 8 o'clock right now. It's too late. And so I would just have to do it next weekend.
Okay,
Y'all
but-
just hurt my feelings on my birthday.
But we got you started a couple minutes late, and it's your birthday.
And it's your birthday.
And
So
and
this
I'm-
is Tanya's
and I'm-
birthday show.
And I'm not doing anything after this other than going to a bar.
We're gonna
So-
go all night.
Oh, shoot. Now
We're
you're
going all
talking.
night.
You know what?
Tanya, stop it.
I'm not
Stop
stopping
it.
nothing.
Stop
You
it.
always be coming
Stop
with
it.
that. You just went on, and then we just talked about the lemon water,
Oh.
and then y'all gonna sit up here like y'all didn't want to
Oh,
hear
but
it. Like,
wait,
what?
what
Is
is
this
that?
about is this a new birth control? What? That's a dude for you.
No, hot
It's a
lemon
little
water.
hot
I'm up
lemon
on the hot.
water. Is that
Tanya,
what-
Tanya.
Caveman. I'm like, get out of here. Y'all suck.
Oh, Tanya.
I'm just serious. Y'all just pooped on my stuff.
I
love
genuinely
you.
But right
don't
quick-
understand. I would like to.
It was just a little health thing I was
All right, well,
gonna
then
throw
fi-
in for the
then
people.
fi-
No,
Don't tell
I'll
me I don't
wait.
care.
Nope.
No,
I'll wait.
don't tell me I don't care.
I'll wait till next week, y'all.
She'll
Okay.
give you some in the morning.
But
Dave.
right quick, I want to ask. Shut up, you filthy rascal. I want to ask y'all a question right quick
What's the question?
before we get out of
What's
here.
up, Tanya?
Okay, if animals could talk,
Oh,
what animal would be the rudest animal? Right
Dave,
quick.
what animal would be the rudest animal?
What you think, Dave, James? Which animal?
Just based on
Come
their
on, y'all, while y'all
behavior,
listening, just think.
I'm gonna go with either a camel or an alpaca.
A what? Don't nobody even
Don't
care about no
alpaca
alpaca.
spit?
Nobody.
Yeah,
Alpaca
and so do
spit.
camels.
Yeah.
Like they spit at you anyway.
They spit at you
so
for
like,
no
like
reason.
if a camel or an alpaca could go, mother,
Right.
they would.
I got me. I think a monkey would
A monkey
because
would?
yes, it seemed like
Well,
they always
certain
arguing.
kinds of monkeys,
Okay.
like
Yeah,
howler
give it to
monkeys. Well, howler monkeys like already throw poop at each other.
Yeah.
Like that's a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that they would be very rude, and they seem very rude without talking. So you know what I'm saying? It's just
Just
what
off
you
the top
say?
of my head, I probably said cat.
A cat.
Cats are always seem shady.
Ah.
You know, they're rude.
Cats
look
Yeah,
are my
they already
defense
rude.
Oh.
against anyone who believes in a flat Earth.
Why is that? Dave?
Because anybody who has ever owned a cat
Okay.
knows there can't be a flat Earth.
Why?
Oh.
Because the cats would have pushed everything off the side by now.
Yes.
On that note, we'd like to say thank you for tuning in to the second episode of the Triad Zone. I am Critical J. We are here with who? Terrible T.
Terrible tea, y'all.
The birthday girl. Happy birthday,
Woo,
Tanya.
woo.
October 11th. And thank you, Dave, once again
Of course.
Yes.
for keeping us on track.
Always
Yeah,
fun.
We're glad you're
Always
doing
fun.
good, and glad to see you in the place and all that good stuff.
And any shout outs you have, Tanya?
Shout out to Nick.
Nick.
Shout
Mr.
out
Clean.
to Nick.
Mr. Clean.
You hear me? I love you, Nick.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
we missed
right.
you up in here, but Dave did really good.
Dave did awesome as
Dave
usual.
gave in. He came in clutch.
This is the downside of me running shows.
Oh my God.
I learned 7 years ago
Right.
that microphones are basically cracked to me.
See,
And-
that's what. There you go.
Is that it?
Hey,
is that
that's
it?
it.
No, and so like there are shows that I will not sit in on, even though they ask me to,
Mhm.
Oh.
because I know based on like their personalities and that kind of stuff,
Okay.
it will become the Dave show, which I
Ah.
don't want.
Okay,
Oh.
Dave.
But you guys have strong personalities. You guys
Yes.
have your thing,
Yes.
and so I'm okay.
but you can
Play.
vibe with it too.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
You
Yep.
can roll
It's
with
one
it,
of
Dave.
hey,
Hey, hey, hey, hey.
See, you're
All right.
gonna make me go naughty by nature with the
Right.
Hey,
And again, like I said, I want to give a shout out to my boy
You
Ed.
already
Happy
know.
birthday, Ed.
Happy
birthday,
Ed.
Tanya.
Yay, thank you.
Shout out to all the birthdays this week or this past week.
Yeah.
Dave, when is your birthday?
April.
April.
I'm
Yeah.
a Taurus. Go figure.
Okay. I'm
That's
an
all right.
Aquarius, so shout out to the
I'm a
Aquariuses who are
bullheaded
watching.
No, but you
MF.
ain't finna shout out that in this
Yes, I'm about
October.
to. What
ain't
you
about to
won't
do
do
that.
is shout. You will not disrespect
Wait
the
your
Aquarius.
turn, bro.
I will wait.
You gotta
Is
wait
it,
your
is it
turn.
Libra season?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll finish up with that Libra season and
You just trying to throw in
make
and
sure
just
you tune
ruin
in
our
next
shine.
week to the
Happy birthday,
TriadZone.
Libras.
Happy
All
birthday,
the October
Libras.
people.
Happy
Whoop,
birthday, Ma.
whoop.
Love you.
Love you, Mom.
All right. Tune in next week and thank you.
Yeah.
Tanya, thank you for,
all right,
you
Nick,
know.
Nick, we miss you. We love you.
Mwah.
See
Peace.
y'all Facebook.
Okay.
Like